Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. It gives me great pleasure to wait in this long-lasting of this DVD season set, which I really eventually picked up at from Shout Factory. And I have to say, Richly, they really did an awesome job with this set. What show I'm talking about? Well, this is probably one of my favorites. Angry Beavers Season 1 and 2. Now, this show is actually a pretty interesting, funny show, Richard, on Nickelodeon. Now, I'm surprised, Richard, that Shout Factory up in the interest of making this for the fans and making it by the fans. So, like I said before, if you guys see my DVD update video, you can tell Richard I just updated to show the packaging. But I really want to discuss about the show itself because I haven't really gotten around to it. The show is based about two Beaver brothers named Norbert and Daggett. So it's pretty much this average show about two Beaver brothers who live together and try to have their own home for themselves because now they live far away from their parents' place and they actually really looking for their own home. Because in the first episode, it's pretty interesting because you see the brothers more as pretty interesting characters because they always seem to do things they always do things together as brothers, and that's what I love about this show because the humor is very not silly because the show is actually really just balls up fun, and so that's just hilarious because the jokes are very kind of like more childish and more kid friendly. How can I say this? More as a kid, silly who was hooked on candy so much. But this is actually a pretty interesting show. My light seems glaring to us. But anyway, this is a pretty real interesting show. And if you guys are interested in watching silly humor show like something like this, put this on your DVD list because this is actually a must. So I didn't really show you the. So there's Norbert. There's Norbert and Daggett. I really love the artwork, and on the front you've got this little nice. You probably can't see it, but you can tell by the. It is. Yeah. Season 1 and 2. This is actually a pretty awesome set. It's made from Shout Factory, right there. You can buy on it. It's only run for 26 episodes. So it's basically run for 2 seasons. And hopefully, if Chef Frederick do this the same DVD set again, it would definitely be completed. So you already see the front and side, and you want to see the back. If I could just give you guys a look, you can see the still episodes frames from I think episode 2, yeah, when they basically are just trying to fix up the big little river and big river, which I think it's called, which I'm not sure what it's called, but it's episode 2 and it has still and it's run for only 26 episodes. So inside, I can give you guys a look because I know you guys already seen it already, but I just want to give you guys a brief look of it. You get so inside 4 discs, pretty awesome artwork. If I could just give a quick glimpse of it, like that. Pretty awesome artwork, which I really like the artwork. And you got the all the listing of the episodes in chronological order. Well, some of the chronological order because I'm gonna get some. There's a little downside of this set, Richly, but I will get to that. And then also you got a little advertiser of the of other Nickelodeon shows that are gonna preview and release on Shout Factory. And on the back, same thing. Pretty cool. And then same thing on the back, you get all the listening to the content of the episodes. Yeah. I really think they really did an awesome job with this set because it's pretty wise and this set is actually pretty. This show is actually pretty much very popular towards Nickelodeon because when I was a kid at the not at when I was a kid in the year '88, I used to enjoy watching shows like these, and like Richard Nickelodeon was took my life over Richard by watching this, and I knew Richard that when Shout Factory get the herd version from this, I just had to really buy it. So I did buy this version. I did saw this at Walmart for 1995, but I actually saw this at Hastings. It's at your rental video store in Denton that we have very considerable DVDs are for purpose of sale. And they usually occasionally sell really Shout Factory DVD sets occasionally. But when I saw this on at Hastings for $24.99, I was thinking to myself, hey, I got to purchase this because this is probably one of the shows I do enjoy watching as a kid, and that you really enjoy it. The only downside I really have with this set, there's really no features. There's really no nothing, just bare bone episodes, and it's okay. It would be great if they have the cast originally to talk about their thoughts originally about the characters. Because I do remember that the actors who played the 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 Beavers, the brothers, who eventually explained about how Norbert and Dag are just Beaver brothers who go on these crazy adventures on themselves and actually go in a manipulate on each other, because they in some episodes they do eventually fight over each other, say who is cooler and who is more hip. Because if you look at the show, it's kind of like a '70s cheesy cartoon fest, because it has that very stylized '70s style, which I actually think is pretty interesting, because isn't obvious, Richard, from most cartoons are kind of like and have that kind of cheesy fest. But I don't know, it's pretty well interesting show, and it's really worth your money if you really are interested in watching very considerable, Nickelodeon shows that you used to grow up to. And I know people who love the show so much and that you really want this to be available on DVD. And I have really seen these originally on bootlegs on certain websites, and I have to say it's probably okay, originally, if you're making them as bootlegs. But if you want something that it's qualified and actually good to read for watchable, this is something you need to get from Shout Factory, because this is basically made for the fans and made by the fans, and that's the reason why. Uh, as a Nickelodeon kid for myself, Nickelodeon fans myself, I enjoy watching shows that has good high quality, have good quality, and have very good standard definition of version making these shows in standard def. They're not really high def versus quality because, like I said, they're just really, but there are a little bit minors, which I was saying before. There's no features on it. The episodes on the listing, they kind of got a little screwed up just a bit, but all the episodes in the disc are in chronological order. So you have no problem by basically looking at episodes in the chronological order. So if you really interested in to want something, if you want something that is really out of that silly and bald and so funny, this is something that you probably want to watch, because it's a pretty funny show, and the jokes are just downright just hilarious. It's just absolutely just hilarious. So like I said before, this show is worth to something to watch, and I hopefully people who are into Nickelodeon cartoons like something like this is something you must buy. So that's pretty much end of this DVD review. I really wanted to basically do this so badly, and I haven't really done any reviews since I was uploading my website and everything. And yeah, that's pretty much basically it. I will do a couple more DVD reviews because I really want to get them out of the way, and hopefully, with this basically reviews, hopefully it's well for education for you, entertainment for you guys, and hope you enjoy it. So alrighty, you can always check out my website at areaparadigm.com. That's www.areaparadigm.com, and you can always really just take a brief look of my site, and that you look forward to more DVD releases, DVD Blu-ray releases very soon, because like I said, they have been very good DVDs and Blu-ray sets that have been very available right now originally until this month. And I'll tell you originally, it's just going to be a massive, crazy year originally with all these movies and TV shows being released, especially with the Blu-ray release. It's actually pretty well, I guess, really well experienced version to just get into high def if you're that interested. So alrighty, so I'll see you guys maybe next time on the next review. Until then, thank you for watching. Sayonara.